You think that right after the breakup, I'm deeply missing you, regretting all of my decisions, thinking twice on the relationship. And really, I'm realizing how much I missed not having to text you back. I'm realizing how much I missed not having to be responsible for someone else's feelings. Did you miss me? Let's talk about how I actually feel right after a breakup. And for me, I'm actually enjoying the feeling of not being watched, of not being judged, of not having to emotionally be on call per se. I'm not really focused in the beginning on anything having to do with you. I'm enjoying my freedom. I'm enjoying the fact that when my phone rings, it shouldn't be you. It's probably not you. I'm enjoying the fact that I can do things and I don't have to run it by you later. I don't have to tell you about it later. I don't have to tell you about it beforehand. I don't have to tell you about who's there. Like, I am solely focused on the freedoms of being alone. No longer having to regulate your emotions alongside mine. Now I can just focus on me and the things that I want to do and the things that are very important to me. And I don't have to worry about what I'm doing and how it's going to make you feel, or the fact that I'm taking all this time to do X, Y, and Z for me. And so that means I'm doing less for you. And so me and you are spending less time together. I can just do it freely, and I don't have to worry. There's none of that extra stress from the relationship or you or this other person, or even in a friendship situation. I don't have to think about it anymore. I've been set free. So for me, freedom is the only focus, is the only thing that I'm focused on. I don't miss you. Excuse my alarm. I don't miss you. I miss the silence that you took with you, or that you took when you came into my life. So now all of the things that I was missing about being alone, being by myself, having my autonomy and being fully in control of my time and my energy, I have that back now. And, depending on the relationship, it can be really exciting. I missed the mornings where I didn't have text messages and missed calls and silly ass memes, that I'm not feeling obligated, or that I'm having to dodge or push back or ignore or think about whether or not I need to answer this now or not, because if I don't answer it in a timely fashion, it could affect this person negatively. I don't got to worry about that now. I don't have to worry about that now. I'm good. Anybody that texts me now knows, once it's over, that I'll get to you when I get to you in a timely manner, when I have the time, once I've done all the things that I need to do for me. And again, that goes into the next thing, which is I missed being able to do all of the things that I need to do for myself first, and being totally done with that before I even address another person, or before I have to be involved with another person. I get to get me together first. And so that's what I focus on really after the breakup. That's what I realized that I missed in the beginning. So if you've recently broken up with someone with a dismissive avoidant attachment style, or a severe dismissive avoidant attachment style like myself, respectfully, I'm not thinking about you right now. For weeks, the first month or so, no, I'm enjoying my freedom. There's new things that I'm doing. I'm going back to the gym. I'm focusing on that. I'm focusing back on new projects and things. I have all this free time, all this free energy. And maybe there were even things that I wanted to do while I was in the situation with you, and I just couldn't. Maybe you weren't into it. Maybe it was threatening to you. Maybe it was just a problem. You just weren't into it. Now I just do what I want, and I don't have to run it through someone. And there's a lot of freedom in that. What I realized that I missed when the relationship is over, is I missed the return of my solitude. I missed my peace. I missed having peace. I missed just being able to be and not having to perform for me or you or anyone else. And I just got to be Eleanor, day in, day out, and I don't have to be anything else. My preference for silence or not speaking over presence. So I'd rather not have continuous conversations. I would rather end the relationship and move in a totally different direction, because presence allows for expectation. If I keep you around and I really want to be free, so like remaining friends, y'all already know. If you're a loyal subscriber, like and subscribe, share this video. You know, I don't do let's be friends after a breakup. If we're not romantically involved and it was romantic interest in the beginning, we're done. We're done. I don't do any of that. There's none of that, because as long as I keep you around, you're around. And it leaves the door open to there being expectations on communication and spending time together, because friends communicate, then they spend time together. We're not going to do any of that. So I'm going to separate from you. We're going to skip the presence part and just go right to the silence and no contact and moving on and keeping things clean. I like a clean breakup. Proximity, the closeness, invites conflict, requests, and needs. I don't want any more conflict, which is why the relationship is ending, whether you end it or I end it. I don't want any requests. I'm not going to fulfill them, okay? And any of your needs are no longer my responsibility. Whoa. Let's stop throwing the N-word all around. Needs. Okay? Needs and narcissist. It's thrown around way too much. I don't have the capacity for it. So when a situation is over, I just cut everything all off. I go silent. And I expect you to go silent. Not having that proximity keeps the scoreboard blank. You don't need anything. I don't need anything. It's a clean slate. We're moving in two different directions. And I've already spoken about how I get to preserve my autonomy, and that's really the focus. But solitude doesn't demand emotional risk. People do. And if I keep someone around, or if I bring them around when I'm trying to transition or move forward out of a situation with them, then I'm not really moving forward. I'm taking this person with me into the next phase. You're not coming with me into the next phase. That's why we're not together. So for me, the silence and going on about my merry way just makes sense to me. It's going to be better for you. It's going to be better for me. Sorry, I hit my mic. And so it just seems like a clean breakup. And again, once you're gone, I don't focus on your flaws anymore. I just kind of focus on myself. The difference between missing the relationship versus missing a regulated nervous system is really what we're talking about here. So in the beginning, I'm not worried about the person or the relationship. I'm missing, like I said, all of the things that I had before you came into my life and dialed up all the noise. The freedom, the being able to move, the not having to explain myself, all of those things. I feel better without you, and my body is relaxed and my mind is relaxed. So that to me doesn't feel like a heartbreak. It feels like I'm healing. It feels like, oh, okay, I'm not dealing with this person anymore. It feels good. I feel less stressed. I feel like I can get a lot accomplished. I don't have that anxiety anymore of, oh my gosh, this person's on my phone. I'm going to have to avoid them. Or I'm going to have to be careful about how I respond, because if I don't respond the right way, it's going to trigger them. I don't got to worry about none of that now. I miss the freedoms I had when I wasn't in a relationship. So if my body and my mind is relaxing when you're gone, how is that my heart being broken? it feels to me like everything is going the way that it's supposed to. Your exit reminded me of how I feel when you're not around, or before you were around, when everything just seemed to be uninterrupted. And sometimes in the relationship, that's all I'm focusing on is the interruptions, the roadblocks, the flaws, the this and that. And so in the beginning of the breakup, the only thing that I missed is the quiet from you not being around. And the peace that comes from me, again, being able to move in the way that I want to move. And family, I am back. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going down below. And family, I will be tapping in with you very soon. Keep it real.